Hey, hey. Oh my goodness, it's been a minute, of course, since I've come to you, and there's a lot that's been going on. And I wanted to kind of keep it light. I know in this world that we're living in right now, there's a lot of heavy stuff going on. And I figured I'd share the joy of something that, especially, hey, Kathy, it's so good to see you. Hey, Dad, so good to see you. So in this space, hey, Stephanie. So I'm seeing everybody jumping on, and it's so good that you're coming in and saying hey. So I wanted to keep it light because, like I said, we've been dealing with so many things, and I didn't want to talk about heavy health issues or anything. But I'm sometimes always wondering, like, should I refrigerate this or should this sit on the counter? What do I need to do? So I wanted to give you a quick list of the things that you want to put in your refrigerator for fruits and vegetables and the things that you actually want to stay out. And some of them were actually surprising to me. I was like, what in the world? So the first thing, apricots. Yes, you should refrigerate apricots, but only if they are ripe. Put them on the counter first if you need to, and then as soon as they ripen up, you put them in the refrigerator. Blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, cherries, any kind of cut fruit, figs, I didn't know about that because I've kept those out, and grapes should all be refrigerated. So I'm gonna say them again. Apricots, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, cherries, cut fruit, figs, and grapes. Stick those suckers in the refrigerator. Now, the fruits that you don't, and this one surprised me because I always put my apples in the refrigerator just because I like a cold apple, but you actually lose enzymes that you need for your body when you refrigerate them. And I had no idea. What's happening, Coach Ambrose? So I had absolutely no idea. So don't put your apples in the refrigerator. Now, that's gonna be hard for me because I still like a cold, crisp apple, but it's better for you. And if you really want what you need from it, keep those apples out. Avocado. Now, here's a little trick though. If your avocado isn't ripe, keep it on the counter. But the minute they get where you want them and you don't want to use them, put them in the refrigerator because I've actually kept an avocado for a week and it doesn't turn brown. So you'll slow the ripening process if you throw them in the refrigerator after they get to that ripe spot. Bananas, of course we know that. And if you put a banana in the refrigerator, it'll actually usually turn black. So don't do that to your bananas. Kiwi, another one, put it on the counter and keep it there. But if you need to slow the ripening process, you can throw them in the refrigerator. Lemons, stay out of the refrigerator. Didn't know that. I put my lemons in the refrigerator all the time. Mangoes, keep out. Oranges are supposed to stay out of the refrigerator. Papayas, out, and peaches, out. So the difference between the apricot and the peaches, you gotta know. If it's got fuzz, keep it on the counter. If it doesn't have fuzz, put it in the refrigerator. So those are some things for your fruits, all right? So make those lists. Can go back, rewind, replay, watch this again. The next one, now with veggies, in the refrigerator, green beans, carrots, radishes, cabbage, cauliflower, spinach, celery, broccoli, and then cut vegetables, all right? Let's try them again. String beans, carrots, radishes, cabbage, cauliflower, spinach, celery. Celery should always be organic. Please don't buy celery that's not organic. Celery, broccoli, and cut veggies. Now, for the ones that we want to stay out, this one surprised me as well. Cucumbers. We're supposed to keep cucumbers out on the counter. I gotta find some bowls that are pretty because I'm like, all this fruit and vegetable on the counter is interesting. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make it display and look pretty and not seem cluttered or whatever. And you can always get one of those fruit baskets. I've always seen those and wondered like, do I really want one? And now that I'm thinking like, yeah, maybe I should get one of those. Eggplants, garlic, ginger, peppers. I always put my peppers in the refrigerator. I was like, oh my goodness. All right, so peppers, potatoes, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, and pumpkin all should be hanging out on your counter. So I hope this list helped you. I know for me, there are things that, so you said, hold on, Stephanie Gray says bananas mess with the other fruits in the fridge. That is true as well. So it's one of those things that I want to make sure, because you can put a banana in with another fruit. Like if you want, let's say you want your avocados to ripen faster, you can put a banana in there with it and it'll actually make the avocado ripen faster. So just know that some of these surprised me. I don't know if they surprised you. If they did and you're watching, put one of the ones that in the comment section. Let me know which one surprised you that you shouldn't put in the refrigerator, or that you should that you didn't. Most of the time we put more stuff in the fridge than keeping out, but I was really surprised about cucumbers and apples. Those were my two that I was like, oh, I've been doing this wrong all my life. But ain't nothing better than a cold cucumber, in my opinion, than a warm one. But that's just my personal taste buds. Maybe it's just because that's how my mama did it. So yes, I like the pretty bowl display idea. I do too. It's like I got to figure out what to do and how to make that look right. So Kanisha, you said cucumbers. Yeah, cucumbers were like, what? Like, I just had no idea. Because I always people talk about being cool as a cucumber. And I'm like, how can a cucumber be cool unless I live in the Arctic? And it's not in my refrigerator. But I'm gonna have to get back on that one. Peppers. Yep, peppers surprised me as well. But I'm glad to know that most of them are pretty. Like, right, guys? Like the one, or ladies and guys and whatever, everybody, universally. I like to know that they're pretty. Like, it's the lemons are pretty and the apples are pretty, and avocados, they're interesting, but they still are good. And Erica said, I just went and took them out of the fridge. Oh, good. Excellent. I'm glad I taught you something. See, I'm sharing the joy. Anytime I learn something, I want to come in. And like I said, for the past couple of weeks, I haven't known what to say because it just seems so, I don't want to say not pointless, but I'm like, I know our health and wellness is definitely what we have to have, but I just didn't want to come in with anything heavy. And when I thought about this, I was like, let me research this and figure it out. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. I actually hope that you share the joy about this, because who knows? I mean, we could be destroying our produce in our refrigerator and we don't know. So we could save the world with this small thing that we do to our produce. So I hope you have enjoyed this. For those who are jumping in right now, I'm kind of at the end of my list. So hit the replay button. Please take a moment to share this out. Maybe lighten somebody's day. Give them something, information that they don't know. I also say, you guys know that I wrote a book called Share the Joy, 52 Weeks to Abundant Health. And this is a time when we really need to boost our immune system, and eating well and making good choices is definitely on the utmost. So if you don't know how to do it, check that out. So remember, do all things with joy and share the joy. Hit that share button. And until next time, mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you all, and stay extremely positive. All right. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.